Lisa, good morning. So what happened in court today?
Virginia, I've been talking to court officials just to get a handle on exactly what occurred. It was all pretty brief, as we thought it would be, a little over 20 minutes by the time Paul Peters was brought into the courtroom to the time that he left. But basically it was, as we got the heads up yesterday, was going to happen. He applied to the judge and said that he did not want this extradition hearing that had been scheduled for October the 14th, that he was not going to put up any defences for that extradition. Now, the judge, it was the same judge, Dave Whalen, who he appeared before last time round, shortly after he was arrested at his ex-wife's home near Louisville, Kentucky. The judge just kept asking him, did he understand the consequences of this decision? Had he read the treaty between the US and Australia? Did he really understand what he was doing? And to all of that, he replied yes. I'm told that he was wearing a black and white striped jumpsuit, prison garb, and that he was handcuffed and had shackles around his feet, which is what we saw when he made that very first appearance a month ago.
So, Lisa Miller, what happens now?
Well, I was having some communication with the New South Wales police last night back in Australia, and they had been caught by surprise a little bit in regards to this. They weren't aware that it was going to happen or happen so quickly. And from what I understand from the court officials in Louisville, the decision was made virtually yesterday afternoon, 24 hours ago. It was with his new attorney, who you'll be hearing from later in the morning. There was a camera across a press conference there with Thomas Clay, yes. Paul Peters' new lawyer. So we'll be hearing from that. So a new attorney who's clearly had conversations with his client. The New South Wales police now can come and get him whenever they want. He's back in custody with the US Marshal Service, but virtually as soon as someone can get on a plane from Sydney, get over here, take him into custody and return him to Australia. So, you know, it could happen within a matter of days.
So, Lisa, just quickly and finally then, as far as you know, we're not expected to actually hear directly from the man himself, from Paul Peters, I guess, until he's back on Australian soil.
No, I'm told that there were a couple of glimpses of him by the cameras outside as he was being moved from one van to another, and all that we've heard from him was what we heard in court previously, which is just very short answers to the questions from the judge, just making sure that everyone was aware of what was going on, yes, and that documents had been read. Virginia, I've got to tell you just quickly that when I was in the court last time round, there was a lot of questions and a lot of confusion over just what it meant to be extradited to Australia, because, as the judge pointed out, it was not something that came up in a Louisville court sure. every day. And that has been stressed to me again today when the US Marshals were trying to work out what exactly the process is. They say, well, no one's ever done this before, so we're just trying to work it out as we go.
I have a feeling the Australian authorities know exactly what to do now in this situation. Lisa Miller, good to talk to you. Thanks so much.
Thanks, Virginia.